Hi everyone, it's Miss Dragonfly back again, and today we are going to reveal who the racist royal was. For those who don't remember, when Meghan Markle did that Oprah interview earlier this year, one of the bombshells she let out was that there were, quote, concerns and conversations about how dark their son Archie's skin might be when he was born. And those were conversations that the family had with Harry, unquote. Basically, she was saying that the royal family was racist, and there's been months of speculation since then as to whether or not it was true, but even more speculation as to who that senior royal that said it was. Now, in an upcoming book called Brothers and Wives, Inside the Private Lives of William, Kate, Harry and Meghan, the author has outed that it was Prince Charles who was the one that asked the offending question and said it in a conversation with Camilla. Was it true? I am one to believe that it was probably asked more in terms of curiosity rather than racism. Because look, it is common when you have a mixed marriage that everyone just becomes curious as to what the children are going to look like. Would it look more like him or more like her? How will the mix of the two races manifest, or how would it show itself? That's pretty normal, and if you've known a mixed couple that's going to have a child, you will probably have been somewhat curious as well. It's a normal reaction, and I think this was the case here. And Charles was probably being rather tactless and tasteless rather than racist. Tactless means it got all the way to Harry to that he found out about that, and that created an awkward situation. Well, I guess it depends on how he took it, and I guess if it was passed through a number of people, then he might have ended up interpreting it the wrong way, or receiving it or taking it in the wrong way, or how he wanted to perceive it. Bear in mind, I am probably not surprised, because Meghan is the one that's keeps shouting racism and how she's a victim of racism, right, left and centre, whenever it suits her, playing the race card whenever she gets criticised. I'll tell you, in her as an actress, in her bio profile, she listed herself as Caucasian. Now all of a sudden she's black or she's coloured. And the black part comes out when there's criticism of her. Okay. Now, to say the royal family that they are racist doesn't make sense, because they've already accepted Meghan knowing that she's half black, and they were all fine with it. Then it follows that they could not have had concerns with how dark her baby would be, simply because they had accepted how dark her skin color was. And of course her baby is obviously going to be lighter than her, given that Harry is pasty white himself. So the mix of it has to be lighter than her. In between her and his color, but you're not really sure where it's going to fall in the color spectrum, if you know what I mean, which way it would lean. So yeah, there's curiosity in that. It's fair. However, it was convenient for Meghan to play it up as much as possible and keep up the accusation of racism up. For the more controversial the issues she raised was, the better, and the more explosive accusations, the more prominent the news was going to be, and of course her profile was going to go up, which was what her ambition has been all along. For without anything controversial that came out of that interview, it would not have been talked about as much as it has. So incentive there for her to try to drop juicy and really big bombshells out. And let's have a look at what else she's done since then. It's really been continuing to play the victim. After all the trashing of the royal family that she's done, Meghan and Harry had wanted to get their daughter baptized in one of the royal churches in the UK. I mean, what hide did they have? Trashing them and then wanting to come straight back at them and reap all the prestige of having a royal baptism for the child, where she herself has trashed and talked about how bad royalty has been. So she wanted to find freedom, so to speak. And talking about finding freedom, recently she was caught lying by saying she did not cooperate at all with the author of the book that painted them in a positive light, called Finding Freedom. And then she had to admit that she did lie and she did cooperate with them. Now, can anyone believe what she says anymore? Everything she says and does is just to increase her own profile, and along with an increase in profile comes an increase in money. Just like what her father Thomas said, everything she does is for money. So what do you think? Let me know by leaving your comments below, and if you've enjoyed the video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Well, that's all for this video, and until I see you next time, make sure to stay safe, confident and gorgeous. So until then, it's bye for now.